So there's something quite interesting that I wanted to talk about today. I don't know whether anyone knows WillNE. WillNE is a really popular YouTuber in the UK. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are watching this going, obviously I know WillNE. Well, not all my viewers are in the UK, and not all my viewers watch UK based videos, so they might not know who WillNE is. Okay, don't bite my fucking head off. I actually started watching his videos through a little thing that he called Twatty, which is this week on the internet. And it's a really interesting series where he, once a week, he did like a 20-minute video where he talked about interesting things that happened on the internet, like with creators and stuff like that, which is a really interesting series. And unfortunately, that died at the middle of last year. And so I wasn't really expecting anything too massive coming from WillNE in 2024. I thought maybe he'd like decided to like take it easy. You know, he's a popular YouTuber. He doesn't need to do that much. But my God, has he come out swinging in March. So on March the 5th, WillNE released this video called 100 Hours on the World's Most Luxurious Train. And I know what you might be thinking. Oh, another rich YouTuber using his money to give himself a free trip on the most beautiful train. That is exactly what I thought when I saw this video. And I was like, oh, I'm going to put off watching it. I didn't watch it straight away. But then, you know, I saw it again. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it because I do actually like his videos. I like Mikey. Mikey's pretty cool. He's in his videos sometimes, and he's actually featured in this video. So let's take a look. Let's show you some of the things that happen in this video because it is very heartwarming. And the reason I'm talking about it is because what happens at the end of the video. So I'll just show you a few things that happen throughout it, and then I'll tell you the main thing that interested me about this.
This is the world's most luxurious train. It's got 5-star dining, you get free drinks the whole way, and after 4 days on board travelling through the heart of Peru, it takes you up to an actual wonder of the world. A sight that me and my mate Mikey here have always dreamed of seeing. Where is Mikey, by the way?
Cheers.
Hi, Will. Welcome to Lima.
Mikey, welcome to Arequipa.
So it starts off like this. It starts off with them two in Peru in two different places where they're opening envelopes. And one of them opens an envelope and it says that they're going to be on the world's most luxurious train. And the other one is going to have to find his own way to the Machu Picchu. And so obviously at this point I thought it's obviously going to be Will is going to be on the train and Mikey's going to have to find his own way there through Peru, and it'll be hilarious obviously, but you know it's expected. But that is not what happened. So this is what happened when they opened the envelopes.
Thank you. Oh, no way. No way. This is it, baby. The golden ticket.
So yeah, so as you can see, oh my God, everything's so loud.
Wait, why are you panning to... Oh, is that the car? Oh,
I like that bit, to be fair.
that's the fucking car.
Now, while Will was dealing...
So yeah, so obviously this was absolutely planned. This wasn't a surprise to me that they hadn't pulled the wool over my eyes. Like clearly, Mikey was always going to take the expensive train, and Will was always going to, you know, get the shitty car and drive across the country in that terrible car, because you know it makes the better video. And people who expected, like me, who expected him to be on the amazing expensive train, it shatters our illusions, and then we're like, okay, I'm invested in this video now, and it worked so well. But obviously it's all planned, isn't it? Then they know what they're doing. They know it very well. They know the game. And so I have to commend them for a really good intro. I mean, a minute in and I'm already hooked on the video. I don't know about you.
Terrible news. I went to go check out my train, and although it felt like I had entered the shag pad of King Charles himself, there was one big problem. It wasn't moving, and it wasn't going to be moving until 7 PM this evening, which gave Will a golden opportunity to get a head start.
Abby, there's a man in my car.
Yeah?
Why is there a man in my car?
He's here to help you.
Do we know his name?
David?
David. And David's going to be there the whole time.
So David is the the highlight of the video, really. Apart from obviously seeing the beautiful country of Peru, which I would love to do myself someday, but sometimes you have to live vicariously through YouTubers, which is a shame. But maybe someday we'll get to go to Peru. But yeah, I think David, for me, is a massive highlight to this video. So yeah, be expected to have your heartstrings pulled by David.
David. Okay, nice to meet you, David. Sorry about that, David. My name is Will.
¿Qué tal? Mi nombre es David y tenemos un super viaje adelante hasta Cusco. Vamos a pasar por Nazca, Abancay, Chalhuanca.
Ah, but he's just called me a wanker.
so obviously this is all bullshit because David actually does speak pretty good English, and they end up becoming quite good friends while they're there, and they end up talking about potatoes and all sorts. Now, while Will is traveling across the country with David in all sorts of terrible places and sleeping in graveyards, Mikey is spending the time on the train getting absolutely wasted and chatting up old broads.
My taste buds were feeling overstimulated by flavour, so I decided to reset my palate by once again taking full advantage of the free unlimited drinks.
Now, sadly, they weren't the only things Mikey was trying to take advantage of.
Do you have a bunk bed?
And, just like Barbara here, me and David were about to find out that we were in grave danger.
so they end up sleeping in a graveyard, which is pretty fucking mental, to be honest. But then they carry on their journey. You know, they keep going. I think Will gets a flat tire at some point. Mikey shows you a tour of the whole thing. I'm not going to show you it because if you want to watch it, you'll watch the whole video. You're not going to watch me watch a video, are you? Really? I'm just showing you the bits that I thought were interesting. So they do a little advert for Revolut, which is obviously how they paid the video. Revolut is not sponsoring me, so do not join Revolut. I haven't got a link to share or anything like that, so you're not joining Revolut through me. So yeah, they got flat tire, and then they have a lovely evening where David makes Will a lovely evening meal, and this is just a really wholesome moment that I thought I could share with you all now.
With some yellow Peruvian potatoes.
Oh, the ones you were telling me about.
That's the one I told you.
What we really weren't aware of, though, was that this could all end up being completely pointless. Have you heard the rumours about Machu Picchu?
I heard something, yes.
So viewers, we have came, 4,000, 5,000 miles to Peru, and we've just got news the thing's fucking closed. You see, just as we set off on our journey 2 days ago, the Peruvian Tourism Board took the ticketing rights to Machu Picchu away from local operators and sold them to one of Peru's richest private companies, and it kicked off. So, my friends, we've got 48 hours to hope that all gets resolved, or we've come here for no fucking reason. No, that's...
So, if you know anything about Peru and Machu Picchu, you'll probably know that it was actually closed indefinitely. So obviously we know this now. I'm sure that there's a lot of people watching this going, I didn't know this. But yeah, so they've actually closed. I'll just show you the report and let's just see what it says.
Our next story is about one of the 7 wonders of the world. Do you know about Machu Picchu? It's an ancient citadel nestled in the peaks of Peru. Ruins of the Inca Empire from the 15th century. There are a number of ways to visit it. You can trek or take a train. Until now, the only way to get a ticket was through the Peruvian Ministry of Culture, but now the government wants to privatize ticket sales. Tour operators and locals are up in arms. They want the culture minister to resign. Local markets and train services have been shut down. Hundreds of tourists are being forced to walk. Many are stranded. The World Heritage Site is facing a crisis.
So basically this has been going on for quite a while now. And if you heard about the protests about a year ago, there was protests then as well because of stuff like this, where they're trying to corporatize the running of the mountain and trying to sell off parts of it. But it seems it all came into this video, which is quite interesting, that Will has stumbled upon this political crisis, which is quite crazy. I did not expect this. Well, I was watching this video for it to end this way.
Sorry, that's not true, is it, David? We've had a great time so far. We've seen beautiful Peru, but it is an absolute lifelong goal of mine to see that place. And if we get so close and we don't see it, I'm going to be distraught.
Querida, no sé cómo sanar esta herida. La tengo abierta y duele todavía.
So food is ready, coffee is ready.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I would absolutely prefer to be sat there with David, Will, and all of the crew and sitting by a fire. That's a much better place to be than on that snooty old train with all those old toffs. Honestly, I would not be caught dead on that train. He falls asleep watching train crash videos. I love that. So then the journey continues and the train actually takes a stop for the old people to go out and look at some animals in the field. So that does slow him down a little bit. And then Will drops off his friend David at his home.
I appreciate all of your help, and I'm going to miss you.
My pleasure, man.
Before you go, though, we do have a quick little present for you.
Oh, come on, man.
We've got a Newcastle United top on with Nobby Solano.
Oh,
Whoa, man, this is awesome.
I've also got myself.
Oh,
I've got
yes.
myself. We've got a matching one.
Solano, yes.
Hey, brother. I'll see you soon.
Take care, man. Have fun.
See you later.
so this was a really nice part of the video. I really enjoyed the relationship between Will and David. But this is another reason why I wanted to talk about this. It's interesting that so many YouTubers are traveling around the world using the money that they've made from YouTube and through brand deals with YouTube. And they're actually changing people's lives. Like we've seen it with Yes Theory so many times where Yes Theory have gone around and just found random people and gone, do you want to come with us? And then they've ended up like giving them loads of money or, you know, taking them on a trip of a lifetime that they would never have experienced without Yes Theory. And it's just incredible to see. And David is another one of these people that has clearly been affected by Will's presence at this time. And especially at a time when tourism, you know, interactions with the outside world must be quite hard for Peru as well. So this is another thing as well. They get pulled over so many times in Peru. The security there seems so like restrictive. So basically what happens towards the end of the video is that neither of them make it to the finish line in time because one, the train was delayed. So Mikey didn't make it to Machu Picchu because of that, especially because of these old people taking their time. And Will didn't make it because he got a flat tire. So let me head to the point where Will gets a flat tire because it is quite a crazy moment when Will gets this flat tire.
Fuck. Come here, you got a lot. Oh, fuck. It's curtains, isn't it? This is curtains. He's won. Fucking look at this, man.
Whoa. You couldn't plan it. You couldn't not plan this video.
Witnessing the end. We've lost. I've lost. And we're just in the biggest thunder and lightning storm I've ever fucking seen in my entire life.
It's so amazing. It lights up the whole background.
I'll say goodnight to you. Go get yourselves to a hotel. I'm not setting my tent up here. I'm going to sleep in the car and we can all go home and call this a happy little mistake in the morning. Vamos. Fuck.
I feel kind of sorry for him, but at the same time, look how amazing it is there. It's incredible. So yeah, so Mikey didn't make it. He didn't make it. They both head there the next day to try and make it up Machu Picchu. But as I've already said before this video, that was never going to happen because it is now closed indefinitely.
Oh, is it? Oh, no.
The Peruvian government has closed Machu Picchu and the Inca Trail indefinitely due to protests in the country.
Now, my friends, I think what we've learned from this adventure is that it doesn't matter where you're from. We all laugh, we all love, and we all have fucking train strikes.
It's a local beer, yeah, Golden Pilsener.
You're fucking kidding me. You're fucking... David! Shut up! Shut up!
I was lost in the woods, on the dark.
So yeah, great story and a very interesting backstory as well with the whole Machu Picchu thing. Something that I didn't really know was going on until I watched this video and then you just find out. I can't believe that they've closed Machu Picchu. Like, it's a place that I've always wanted to go, but can never really be bothered to go to. But it, you know, when something disappears that you could have done, you're kind of disappointed by it. It's that's kind of where I'm at now. So yeah. So anyway, why would they protest that though? I don't get it. Because it's like, imagine there was like a natural resource or something like that you had, and then it was run by local people, and local people ran it, and they had access to it because they ran it and things like that. So and then the government sells that to a corporation, which is gonna stop them having like access to the hills, and they'd have to pay to go on it as well. So, you know, there's lots of reasons why to protest things like that, and it's all about local culture, isn't it? I believe, with the Incas and stuff like that, the Inca Trail, they still practice it, or are they still able to practice it? Or, you know, where they have to go up and they carry stuff up every day. I don't even know. I know that it's quite popular anyway.